What's going on, YouTube? It's Friday, and we are back with yet another video on influencer boxing. And I want to know what's going on with Logan Paul and Deji, and who they fighting next. Both of these questions popped into my mind today, and I was wondering what is going on. So I guess first we will start with Logan Paul. Logan Paul told Dave Portnoy on his podcast quite a few weeks ago that he had a fight lined up, and he blurred out the name of who he was going to be fighting. And then, he's done that a couple more times since, I believe. But today, he came out and said that it was supposed to be Nate Diaz, and I guess it fell through because of money, which is so ridiculous, but heavily believable. Because Logan Paul does not want to fight somebody who will present a challenge. He never has, and he never will. He only wants to fight people who he has a very good chance of winning at, or he has a very big size advantage. And for the Nate Diaz fight, he would have both. So Logan Paul is about 210 pounds, right? Logan Paul has been boxing for 5 years now, right? Nate Diaz spent most of his career in a different combat sport, fighting at 155 pounds. When he doesn't feel like cutting weight, he fights at 170 pounds. And his specialty in that other combat sport is jiu-jitsu. Why are you trying to box Nate Diaz? Because it'll sell tickets and you'll make money? Because you're claiming you're almost a billionaire or a billionaire. One or the other. At this point, you have a sports drink out the ass. So clearly you don't need the money. Why don't you fight somebody that makes a little bit of sense? Like, all you care about is getting a win on your record. How about you fight somebody that'll make you earn that win and earn people's respect? Jake Paul just fought Tommy Fury, a guy who's been boxing since he was a little kid, a guy whose brother is world champion, a guy who's undefeated in his professional career, a guy who strictly boxes. That is his career, to box. Logan Paul wants to fight Paddy Pimblett, wants to fight Nate Diaz. Like, what are you doing? Why don't you were talking all that smoke about Hasim Rahman Jr., go fight him. You were talking all that smoke about Tommy Fury, you go fight him. Le'Veon Bell, fight him. JMX, fight him. Somebody decent that is around the same size as you, fight them. But you want to fight Nate Diaz. What kind of game are you playing? And then what, you're going to get a win over Nate Diaz and act like you did something? Nah, you'd still be winless in my head, just like Kevin Durant is ringless in my head. You would be winless. So, hopefully Nate really doesn't want that fight and really doesn't take that money because it's a bullshit fight. And then hopefully Logan will come to his senses and fight somebody compelling. As far as Deji goes, guys, apparently Deji's manager came out and stated that the fight with Swarmz is not official yet. It's not signed. And from what we all are hoping and what we all are being led to believe, Deji is going to be fighting on the co-main event of KSI's card on May 13th. We've also heard rumblings about Ed Matthews being a potential opponent for Deji, the guy who beat up this old, embarrassing, cringy man on a couple, I guess, like last year sometime. Which, whatever. I mean, Deji is not the most accomplished YouTube boxer, so if he wants to fight a lower level YouTube boxer right now, that's fine. Swarmz just came off the jab of the century. And honestly, Swarmz looks like he's getting better and better. Looks like he's getting in better and better shape. Swarmz versus Deji doesn't bother me at all. I'll watch that. Deji would probably win. He'd definitely be the favorite. He's definitely got more experience. He's definitely more talented. But Deji doesn't have the greatest will. Deji has that give up in him when things aren't going right. In the past, Deji's had issues with cardio. I don't believe that's the case today, but it's worth noting. So Swarmz could, present some problems for Deji. Swarmz is a hell of a lot better than Fuzi. So, that's a good step up. And then they're building towards this Bryce Hall fight, which I think Deji's going to absolutely destroy Bryce Hall. I think Swarmz would destroy Bryce Hall. So, yeah, I don't know. But I just want to see who he's fighting next. Ed Matthews, sure. Don't really know too much about the kid. He wasn't really tested at all in his fight that he did have. So, if he gets the Deji fight, I'd be surprised. Deji's a big name. But, I just want to know what's next. I want to see Deji put pen to the paper and sign to fight somebody on that date and get it announced. That'd be great. I'd like to see Deji fight one of the guys in Misfits Boxing who's been doing very well. But if he doesn't want to do that right now, that's fine. It's okay. He's got to build himself back up. I would love to see him take that Wasabi rematch eventually. I really want to see that. I like Alex Wasabi as a boxer. He looks like he has good potential, and he looks like he's somebody who takes to things very well. I thought he looked good in the Deji fight. I think he looks good in his training videos, and I was actually excited to see him fight KSI. But yeah, so hopefully that fight happens eventually. But for now, just get the Swarmz fight signed. I'd love to see that. And I definitely love Swarmz. He's entertaining as hell. At first, when he was supposed to fight KSI, he got a lot of flack, not because of his own fault, but mainly because of KSI. Like, that was a horrible replacement opponent at the time. But Swarmz brought a lot of entertainment in the first week, like the fight week against KSI. Hilarious. And all I'm gonna say is all the tracks he's dropped since he joined Misfits Boxing are fire. The one he did, the Redemption one, fire. The One Punch Man, fire. The KSI diss, fire. And like, he brings the entertainment. He's funny. He's doing like the humping motions in the ring while Ryan Taylor's getting checked out. Dude's hilarious. So yeah, I think him and Deji would put on some entertaining press before the fight. Regardless if it's Deji or not, I want to see Swarmz fight. Put Swarmz in there with somebody, man. Put him in there with Kenny. Kenny sucks, so maybe he could beat Kenny. But Kenny's doing Kingpin, so it is what it is. But yeah, as far as Logan Paul goes, guys, what a clown, man. Like I said to you guys, I hope that I build a presence in this scene so that I can interview these guys and be a bigger voice in the scene. But I'm never going to stray away from what I actually think. And if you're a secure individual and I say something about you that you don't like, you'll understand that I'm entitled to my opinion. And it doesn't mean that I don't like you. It just means that I have this certain opinion and I'm going to speak it. I'm never going to be soft. I'm never going to worry about, I better not say this because it's going to ruin a relationship with somebody. I'm not like that. Logan Paul trying to fight Paddy Pimblett and Nate Diaz is clown shit. Simple as that. It's clownery. Like, what are you doing? These guys are nowhere near your size. They don't even box. Like, come on, bud. Be a little bit better than that. Hasim has no fight. What's taking so long to make the Hasim fight? You said it's on site with him. Like, what's the problem? I think Hasim did sign the fight on something somewhere I saw the other day. But, like, he didn't have a fight for a while, Logan. You could have been building it up with him since it was so on site. You said you wanted to rip Tommy Fury's head off or something. I don't see you trying to clamor to fight Tommy Fury. Or anybody relevant at all. JMX, maybe? If the winner of the JMX fight should fight Logan Paul, to be honest with you. Like, that should really be it. That what's done is done, and that's it. August, Logan Paul versus the winner. That's it. But I think the loser has a better chance of fighting Logan Paul, probably. Because that's the type of challenges Logan has proven to like to take. So, but yeah, guys. What do you guys think's next for these two fighters? They've been lingering around the media, like everybody's been talking about what they might potentially do next, and we got to figure this out, guys. So, yeah, comment down below. Tell me who you think Logan's going to fight and who you think he should fight? And same for Deji. Who do you think Deji's going to fight, and who do you think Deji should fight on May 13th? Other than that, guys, I will catch you on the next video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit a like, leave a comment. Love y'all.